This story is about a dog with a face that resembles a cloud. When his owner brought him to us, he seemed to have only a few days left to live. They handed him to us as if he were an object. At that moment, the last glimmer of hope in his eyes seemed to have disappeared. He had no name. Perhaps he once had one, but it had long been forgotten. Half of his face was pure white, the other half pitch black. He had a unique appearance, like a Dalmatian, but unfortunately, his outward appearance couldn't hide the wounds he carried inside. He didn't know who to trust. He didn't know what to do. It seemed like no one wanted him. Since he didn't even have a name, we gave him the beautiful name Shmua. On that day, his name was added to the euthanasia list. How could we allow that? Our hearts would break. I immediately brought him home. My poor friend was just waiting for his final moment, as if he had lost his soul long ago. Even if we gave him toys and food, it didn't help. He kept running away, as if he wanted to disappear from sight. What would you do if your pet were in such a state? Would you worry? We gave him as much space as possible. We did everything we could to make him comfortable, but things weren't going as we hoped. No matter how much I tried to approach him, the dog would pull back a little each time, lowering his eyes to the ground. So what was going to happen? Everything changed within a few months. While sitting on the sofa, he suddenly came up to me and laid his head on my lap. My heart fluttered, just like when you fall in love. My knees wanted to jump up with excitement. Another day, he lay down next to me on the sofa. He had started to finish the food we had prepared for him in the kitchen, even if it was just a little bit. When we suddenly left the room, he would look at us, even come looking for us. It was as if he were saying, "I think I'm getting used to you, but please help me." A few days later, he was opening doors at home, sniffing spices, and claiming his bed more and more. As we slowly got used to these things, we noticed another oddity about Shmua. He seemed to be limping on his front leg. This news devastated us. Our lifelong friend, whom we had interacted with for the first time in months, could be paralyzed at any moment and require euthanasia. He had advanced dysplasia in both front legs. The veterinarian looked at us with hopeless eyes and said, "Please make sure he spends his last days happily." I couldn't sleep all night from crying. I was soaked in tears, and all I wanted to do was hold Shmua. I got him a more comfortable bed and filled it with soft pillows.
I never let her go without the clothes she wanted or her favorite treats. She would quietly whisper, "I love you," to me. It was as if we had touched each other's hearts and were bound together by a strong bond. I was making him a popsicle sandwich, one of his favorite treats. He couldn't stop eating it. He was running after me like a sweet little puppy. He looked so good. He was slowly able to put weight on his front legs. I think he was getting better, coming back to himself. If you're considering adopting a pet and this dog is abandoned and hopeless, remember, you are their greatest hope. Please take the time to learn about their unique needs. Talk to experts. Do your research, because love is more than good intentions. It's knowing how to give them the life they truly deserve.